Please, I hope you're doing well today. Well, welcome back to my channel. Well, I haven't baked in a long time because it's actually really hot. I was going to make a no-bake cheesecake, but I changed my mind. I went ahead and turned my oven on. I'm going to make these, I haven't made these in about 3 years, but they're really good. These M&M chocolate chip cookies, they have a little cocoa powder in them, and I thought I would share it with you and spend time with you. And I'm going to use my mixer because I'm lazy. So let me measure out the ingredients and we'll get started. It'll be a pretty quick video. I'm measuring out my ingredients. It doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm sorry, it's an easy recipe, but these are really good, and I just wanted to share the video with you guys, and it's fun. I like talking to everyone. Oh, look, I spilled sugar everywhere. This is organic cane sugar, and I'm going to put that in my mixer with 2 sticks of butter and 3/4 cup of packed light brown sugar. You could use dark if you wanted. You can use light. I'm gonna beat this until it's light and fluffy. I'll show you the mixer. My oven preheating to 325 convection. If you have a regular oven, go ahead and preheat it to 350 and line your baking sheet with parchment paper. And I'm gonna, you know, it depends on which size you like as far as the cookie scoop goes. It's kind of late here, so I just want to make a cookie video. You know, you don't have to bake all the dough at one time. My butter is soft, but I actually put it back in the refrigerator I don't like it too soft. I think it makes the cookies flatter, but I like them flat too. And I might make a trifle with these if they're not too sweet, but they might be too sweet. And after that, I'm going to add my favorite. This is my favorite, but let me show you the other one. This is also my favorite. This one here. You know, Walmart, they changed this to not even, it's probably about a third size of this bottle for $7.50. I've been ordering this from Amazon. I like this one. And this one I actually made myself, and it's pretty good. You can see there's a lot of vanilla seeds in here. Look at that. So I might use that. And I like to have a lot of vanilla extract because you never know. When it gets cool, I'm going to be baking like crazy. But right now, we're just going to mix this up until it's light and creamy, and then we're going to add the eggs. Today, I'm going to use my own vanilla extract. That looks great. I had to add a little vodka to it the other day, but it smells really nice. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons to make sure it's enough because I want it to be strong. I love vanilla. So let me mix this, and it's only been about 2 minutes, but it's nice and creamy. I like the butter, just not chilled. I don't know what to call it, but it's not completely soft. It is probably about 65 degrees. That's the best way I can describe it. So let's leave this here, and we're going to add our eggs, which are 2 large eggs, and I have them at room temperature. I'm going to add that. And we're going to measure out our dry ingredients, which is a little cocoa powder, which I've been saving, the best cocoa powder. I kind of hoard cocoa powder for a little while. I can't help myself. And I don't bake a lot lately because it's so hot. But I'm going to beat this, and I'll show you how fluffy. You don't want it too fluffy because it will mess your cookies up. You want to scrape your bowl down as often as you need to. The vanilla smells so good. I added quite a bit. Okay, so let's measure out our dry ingredients and go to the next step. I'll leave the bowl down. I guess I'll show you the dry ingredients. 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't. I like to fluff it up a little bit because it gets, I haven't used it in a while, so it gets really kind of packed down. So you just kind of want to fluff it up. You don't want your cookies too floury. So you might make it a little bit of a mess. That's okay. So we're going to need 2 1/4 cup. So I'll take it like, like so. And just scrape off the top. Put it in a bowl. And I'll take one more. I like to make a mess though with flour. It's kind of fun. Even though I'll put it all over my clothes. See, that's another. So we need 1/4 cup now. I gotta find my, here's my little 1/4 cup. And it's really fluffy now, the flour. You don't want it packed down because it will affect your cookies. Nobody even wants these cookies but me, but I'll eat them. You can freeze the dough too. Okay, so that's all we need is the flour. And this is all-purpose flour. I think it's Bob's Red Mill all-purpose flour, which it doesn't matter. It's just, you know, whatever. And we need, I'm reading off the back of this bag, a 1/3 cup of cocoa powder. Now this is my cocoa powder that I've been storing up. It's Ghirardelli, Hershey's, it's all mixed together. But it's the best. I have a lot, so I need to use some. So we need 1/3 cup. Here it is. So let's kind of fluff this up a little bit, but it will make a mess for sure. Okay. And I'm surprised it only needs 1/3 cup. See, that's my cup. And we're gonna mix this before you. Let's put this up. I love having a lot of cocoa powder because you never know. And I like those containers. They really keep it fresh. Now we're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and I store it in this little container and make sure it's fresh all the time. Sorry about my drawer. You know, I still haven't that squeaked. My sister, before she died, fixed it one time, but it didn't last. But she tried to help me. Here's baking soda. I think we need a little bit of salt because I'm using unsalted butter, which I usually use salted butter. So let's add we don't have to read that. We'll just add like about this much. 3/4 teaspoon. And this is pink salt mixed with kosher salt. So let's just mix this up together. And I wish y'all could come help me clean up the mess I make. I'm just kidding. Let's put this up. I like to clean up as I go, because I get confused. You can put anything you want in here. Chocolate chips, M&Ms, whatever. Nuts. I'm probably going to skip the nuts today. Normally I would put them, but today I think I'm just not going to put them. Alright, let's put that. Hold on, I got to clean this up. It took me a little while to measure the dry ingredients, but we're going to go ahead and give this one more mix. On high. We're going to whip it up. Alright, that's good. Now we're going to pour the dry ingredients in, which are 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And I put about a 3/4 teaspoon of salt because I didn't use salted butter, which I use a lot. And Aunt Daddy would be mad because she hates salted butter. So let's pour this in. You know what I love about cooking? I love when I spill all over the place. That's really a lot of fun. And I just did. Let's pick this up. Throw it in here. Unbelievable. Sometimes I get in a rush and I just pour it everywhere. Look what I did again. Let's move this back. We're going to show you the whole truth. This is how Tressa gets when it's late and it's time to go to bed. Look at this mess. Let me wash my hands as best I could because now I hope you can see. We're going to mix this slowly because we don't want the flour to fly all over. Even though I spilled half of it, you might need to add some flour after this. Let's do it on low and see what happens. Woo! And you know, I decided to go ahead and add a few walnuts because I need to use them and they can have a good flavor. So let's add the beautiful M&Ms. These are like so cute. We're just throwing in there. Oh, I think I have to delete this smart. Okay, well, that was a disaster, but we're going to go ahead and add some walnuts in here. And these are already chopped walnuts. I'm just going to add some. Yeah. You don't have to measure it if you don't want to, but you can put a cup if you want to too. So let's measure this out. I'm sorry, I'm such a mess today. But you know, these cookies are going to still be good. So let's turn it on high. Mix it all really well. something about that cocoa powder. You really want to make sure you mix it well. So let's go ahead and take this off, and we're going to scoop it on the pans and see how it looks like. I think, you know, I took out 2 pans. I think I'm going to bake 1 pan. I love parchment paper. It's like, this is this, I think it's 1 tablespoon, but I want to make smaller cookies. I really have been trying to watch how many sweets I eat, believe it or not. But, you know, sometimes you just crave cookies and you have to have them. But I just kind of scoop them out like this. And if they're a little a little uneven, it's okay. So I'm going to scoop these out. And plus, these bake quicker, so you don't have your oven on so long. And you can, you know, have portion control. I really believe in that. And it's just my opinion. Maybe I shouldn't even say it on video. But if I don't, I can't control myself. Especially when I go to bed. I crave sweets, unfortunately. I can go all day without them. But at night, I just crave them. But see, they're going to be so cute with the little M&Ms. That's the scoop I'm using. It's really small. So I'm going to scoop these out, and then I'll show you the pan, and I'll tell you how long. See, I have 2 pans ready, but I'm only going to bake 1. And they're going to be pretty small. I have them, like I said, 325 at convection. You can do it at 350 regular oven, but it shouldn't take very long. These are pretty small. And I'll show you what they look like when they come out. Cookies, they took about 11 minutes. I'm not exactly sure. I forgot to set the timer, but I like them a little bit on the soft side and the thin side. You can see if you just move them just a pinch, even though they're hot, you can see they're still a little bit soft, but they're going to crisp up as they cool off. And I like the edges crispy and the interior soft. So we'll let them cool off, and then we'll do a taste test. And I might put ice cream on them or whatever you want. It's going to be delicious. They kind of twist like this in the pan. It means they're perfect to me, because they're just a little bit crispy on the edges and soft on the inside. So I just wanted to show you that.